Hello and welcome to my channel, My Garden, My Passion. Today I thought let me talk about some orchids. I am not a grower of orchids, but when I went to Manipur last year, or maybe it's almost 2 years now since I went to Manipur, and I saw orchids being sold on the roadside. I was so thrilled about it that I purchased some 7 to 8 orchids for just 500 rupees. In fact, the women were sitting on the roadside and selling the orchids like they were selling vegetables. And they had probably collected them from the wild. And when I came back, I brought and put them all into these orchid pots and took great care of them. But none of them really bloomed. There was one, I think, which bloomed once, and there is only one that is persistently blooming, and that one is the Dendrobium aphyllum. So, dendrobiums are quite easy to grow, and this particular one is called as the hooded orchid because you can see this center part is like a hood, and the petals are beautiful pale purple colored. Maybe because of lack of sunlight, I had in fact neglected the whole plant and kept it under some other tree, and I was so surprised that it bloomed by itself, showing that it is quite hardy and even with neglect it will grow. So these petals should have been a little darker, and that's why I have sort of held it towards my dupatta so you can see the flowers very clearly. And this bloom is there since nearly 15 days now, a fortnight. Maybe it will remain there for some more time. So it's quite an easy to grow orchid, and it is native to the Himalayan region, Indochina region, and in India it grows in South India and Northeast India. That's how maybe I got it from Manipur. And so I suggest that if anybody wants to grow, it's an easy to grow one, and even with neglect, it will grow by itself. Especially in South India and Northeast India, where the rains are heavy, it will take care of itself as long as we keep it in the shade and it gets enough moisture. As you all know, the soil for there's no solid soil for the orchids because they grow on other trees also. Here I've just put charcoal and some cocoa chips, and there's some leaf litter also. So it is growing very easily, and many of you may want to grow. I have not grown any other orchid except this one, and maybe I'll try growing those that we can. Some dendrobium varieties are said to be easy to grow, and I'll try growing. So this is my first orchid, and this I've got from the wild. You can see that these flowers bloom on these stems, which are initially upright, and over time they will start drooping. So if you are growing them on other trees, because they are epiphytes, you can place them on other trees and tie them up there, and given the right conditions, it can produce multiple stems, and then it looks very beautiful. And regarding its propagation, you can see here that these small plantlets, they are called as keikis, they have come up, and you can take these and make new plants or multiply. But when they are in bloom, there are hardly any leaves, and it's only on the bare stems. I don't know, this one also might produce flowers, so hopefully it will produce flowers. And that's what I said, if you give it good care conditions, which I have not given, multiple stems will come up with lots of bunches of flowers, and then it will have a beautiful sight. So I don't have much to say about this plant because I am not an expert in growing this, but I hope this video helps you to try growing these plants which are simple to grow. So happy gardening, and hope you can grow them.